When I was in eighth grade, I was reading a college level chemistry textbook, and I learned that electrolysis of saltwater solution could make chlorine gas, and I learned that chlorine was used as a weapon during World War One. And it scared the crap out of me. I thought if I had like something salty, right, potato chips or something greasy in my hand that was salty as well, and then I go to touch some electronic device like a cell phone or a TV remote control, that the saltwater solution could come into contact with the electrical leads and make a small amount of chlorine gas. And it scared the crap out of me. And I started this habit. I didn't realize how good this habit was at the time, but I would be eating some potato chips, and instead of grabbing out of the bag, I would pour them into a bowl and use chopsticks. And I started doing that. I was 13, 14 years old. My brother was 2 or 3 years old at the time. My dad thought I was crazy, and then my dad got really upset when he saw my brother mimicking the behavior later on. Now, that winter, SARS-1 broke out, and I just continued my habit. I wasn't necessarily worried about chlorine gas anymore, but it was a habit that I had developed, and I kept it. Now, 2 years ago, at New Year's Day 2020, I made a resolution to normalize my relationship with food. I wanted to be more in tune with what I was putting into my mouth. Too often, entire bars of chocolate would disappear, entire bags of chips, you name it, they would disappear, and I would have no idea where they went. And so I started by making a rule to stop eating with my hands. You got to remember, this was before the real panic where people didn't want to put their hands into their mouth. Right? This was January of 2020. And I went back to my chopsticks, and I use a fork sometimes. So I would go to Five Guys. This was January 2020 when you could actually sit down in the dining room. I would get a large fry or even a medium fry. By this time I had started to cut back. And I would get a fork, and I would eat it like this. Everybody stared at me. You know what was really funny? This past week, I went on a date and I ate like that. Nobody questioned it, not even my date. And she thought that was a good idea. She thought I was worried about the virus. It was actually my behavior. I find that by using my hands to eat, it's very easy to associate eating with all sorts of activities. Right? It's very easy to eat in front of the screen, eat in your bed, eat while working. I find that having to use specialized tools for eating reinforces the idea that you're actively doing something, right? But this past year, it's been much more acceptable to do it. Now, it gets me to the point is that why does it bother you how I eat, right? Whether it's because I want to be more in tune to my body, whether it's because of an irrational fear about chlorine gas, or whether it's actually a mainstream idea, right? Maybe we shouldn't put our hands in our mouth because there's a virus going around, right? I can't believe both times I started doing it right before a SARS virus, right? It's kind of weird how I always predicted. Next time I stop wanting to eat with my hands, maybe it's foretelling another virus.